With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sideline. The Detroit Pistons come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Kings in Sacramento. Now, here's Garland. Lillard from outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Utah's on defense. It's a 5-point game. Right side, Butler. Duncan outside. And the dunk by Duncan.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
On the wing, Ewing. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Yeah, tough start. 0 for 4. Just relax a little bit.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Murray for 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And stolen by Barnes. Nobody near Lillard. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Lillard's got 6.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Detroit, no good that time either.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot. And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. When asking him about their key to success, he immediately pointed to Jamal Murray. Coach said he's the conductor of their operation. If you want to slow them down, you go for the head of the snake, and that's Jamal. Keying in on the orchestrator sounds like a good plan. We'll see if they execute it. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. 1:57 left here in the opening quarter. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. On defense, the Pistons. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Barnes outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
It's good from long range. Lillard's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Utah.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Now, here's Brown. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Bucket is good.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high-percentage look.
To the inside, Duncan. Aldama with the rebound. Pistons trailed by 17. Brown outside. 18 feet out. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And Butler with the second chance points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Count the basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Jazz out in front, up 19. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
The screen from Ewing. Shot from 12. And stolen by Fears. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. And now Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back to you guys.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
The drive by Barnes. Rebound, Utah. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And Ewing with the block. Right side, Portis. They shoot again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. You know, Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place. Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
And stolen by Murray. Powell, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz leading by 17. Pass to Oubre. Here's Larson. No scoring in this one. Outside Portis. 6 to shoot. And Portis throws it down.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Portis. Now we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. but be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Another miss by Utah.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Yet the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
To the middle. Kessler with the bucket.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Pass to Butler. Back to Garland. He takes it in. Here's Lillard. Back to Garland. On the three off target. Pistons trailed by 18. Brown wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer.
3 points.
Brown's got his third basket of the night right there.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Utah Jazz riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Brown. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Barnes. Back to Lillard. Barnes the screen. Here's the three. And it's Damian Lillard with the three. Lillard's got 15.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Duncan outside. The Jazz working the ball around now. And now the Pistons fast break. There's Brown with the three. Makes that one his sixth of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And stolen by Barnes. Here's Murray. Duncan grabs the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the board, but it just feels a lot bigger.
You can't give Jimmy Butler that kind of space. He will get above the rim and let you hear about it.
And it's Murray penetrating. The rebound by the Jazz.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number one, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Okay, the Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved, the team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Kevin, back to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Big, strong Scotty Barnes to the cup.
On the wing, Barnes. Stolen by Ewing. Murray outside. The kick out to Barnes. .149 left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Goes up on the wing. Brown, no good. Jazz leading by 16. Screen by Duncan. Lillard on top. 15 points in the game. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes. Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Pass to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
I like the aggressiveness of Barnes. A much better player when he's attacking.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game. And here is Powell. Back to Murray. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Portis.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Down low. Here's Kessler.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Hunter. Inside. Kessler the screen. Oubre pulls it in. Here's Larson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Jazz.
33.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. It's Garland with the ball for the Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. To the paint. Here's Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Outside for George. And stolen by Portis. Knocked loose. Powell with the steal. Kessler can't get it to fall.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Outside Portis. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. Detroit with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the middle. Here's George. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Lillard outside. There's the dribble.
How about the fast hands and lateral quickness of Norman Powell to get with his man and contest shots? That's good.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? He loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
You know, coming into the league, we knew DeAndre Hunter could score. But Doris, what's impressed you most about his development?
I think, Kevin, just becoming accustomed to the league. We're talking about a wing that's long, that's athletic, that can defend at a high level. And now that his offense is growing, look out.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
From 17 feet away, it's in there. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And it's Butler missing. Pistons trailed by 20. Here's Murray. There's the drive.
And this is Murray at his best, probing inside and finding avenues to the basket using that athleticism.
Barnes the screen. Butler misses the three. Pistons trailed by 18. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Butler. Now Lillard. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Here's the shot. Jumper is off. Detroit with the ball.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Utah.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of two that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Duncan.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Ewing outside. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win.